Hey, what's up, y'all? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you might be. Hey, it's Dr. Malcolm D. Alexander, the Treadmill Wealth Coach, and I am about to jump on to the treadmill and get it pumping. But you know what I do? I got to make sure everything's set up so we're going on all the different platforms and everything as we speak. So let me check on make sure, there we go, make sure that the Instagram and everything is pumping like that. Now, I had a little issue before. Let me make sure the sound is going right because I had a little issue before like that. Okay, looks like Instagram and everything is going on because winners all around, guys. We put you everywhere on all platforms all at once. But I got to check and make sure everything's running right. I got to make sure the sound is going because we had a little funky issue with the sound last time. So let me just make sure that we're playing, especially on Facebook, correctly. And we're going to get into stop and win now. Look, if you're an artist, performer of any type, a business owner, you want to share this, like it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Winners All Around, and let's get it pumping. Let me make sure I got some sound here. That we're playing especially. Okay, so Facebook got some sound. All right. So that's a fantastic thing. And let me just make sure that all of the YouTubes got it. Me just make sure that. Oh, there it goes. It's pumping. All right, guys. Looks like we're good to go. My partner should check out my Instagrams and see go like that. I made sure it's going on there. Everything's pumping. I'm in the studio, but I'm getting ready. Yes, I am. I'm really going to hit this button and I'm going to start this treadmill. Don't worry. Now we got everything pumping. I got one more place I need to go. I almost forgot. I'll tell you guys, Winners All Around is doing some things that have never been done before. Because if you're a performing artist, a rapper, a singer, anything like that, guys, we put you in all different platforms, but not just one, like multiple TikToks, multiple Instagrams, multiple Facebooks, multiple YouTubes, multiple Facebooks, threads. Guys, it's about getting you exposure all over the world and helping you get paid in that passion, that dream that you have. So let me get, before I get too lost too much, let me make sure I got this going everywhere that it needs to go. So hold on one second for me. Let's see. Whoop, I'm on the wrong one right there. So let me get out of there. And I hope I don't lose you guys. I never did it like this before on the phone. Okay. That looks like it's dark at the moment. So I'm sharing to a bunch of different folks as I'm talking to you. I hope you're still hearing me. Normally, I don't do it from the same thing. So if I lost you for a moment, I do apologize. We'll have to cut that out a little bit. Okay, I hope I didn't lose you guys. If we did, in editing, we'll have to cut some of that out. Um, but I wanted to make sure we were everywhere we needed to be and shared where we need to share. I got a couple more places to share it, and I promise you we're on target. So here we are. Take this, grab the link, and I think I switched it up so I can go multiple places here if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's one other place. All right. Two more places, and we're back in effect. Jump on here. The threads. All right, let me see if I can get it this way. I think I did it the other day. Let's try it again. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that, TikTok. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to put the title up there on TikTok. Okay, let's see. We're going to go live, and we don't want that title. They take our kids' future. Go to YouTube, guys, and look at the show from last week. They take our kids' future under Dads Deserve Justice. So today we're talking about stop and win now. I wasn't going to do that topic today, but some things came up, so I need to do it. Okay, so we're going to do it like this, and now hopefully we can flip it around. All right, TikTok, what's going on? Dr. Malcolm D. Alexander here. I think I figured out last week how to go in here and flip you around. So now you can see that we're really broadcasting everywhere. All right, there we're back. Hey, what's up, TikTok? All right, TikTok is in the house. So now all the channels are pumping and moving and rocking and rolling. And yes, TikTok, I'm on the treadmill getting it in. Okay, so here we go. Let me speed my treadmill up a little bit. Hey guys, again, Dr. Malcolm D. Alexander here, Winners All Around. I am in the studio as usual. I hope I didn't get a delay in the beginning as I had to go share it on all the different platforms. And thanks to Winners All Around, guys. You know we do things differently where you can actually do an interview with us. You can be broadcast with us. We can do a show with you. You can jump on one of our shows. You can watch one of our shows. But we go out across the globe to multiple different platforms all at the same time. No more one thing, two things, three things, 2, 4 different phones. No, boom. How about being on 2, 3, 4, 5 Facebooks, 2, 3, 4, 5 Instagrams, on YouTube, on TikTok, all at the same time, guys. All right? Well, here's the thing, guys. And then you can go back and you can review it always on the channel. Winners All Around under YouTube, right? So multiple different YouTubes, all that stuff going on. What's up, Fabian? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Kyler? What's up, TikTok? TikTok always in the house. Look, guys, again, my name is Dr. Malcolm D. Alexander. Whew, it's been a minute. I've been swamped, guys. Tax time coming up. Whole bunch of stuff going on. If you watch the Dads Deserve Justice show, you know some of that. And so I've been absolutely swamped and have not been on here the way I needed to be on here the last couple of days. But I am back, and I just had an epiphany, and I had a lot of people I was talking to today, and I said, look, I've got to come on here, and I've got to say, stop and win now. Guys, if you want to win, because that's what we do. I've been in this game. My partner's been in this game. We've been a bunch of different companies, bunch of affiliates for a while now, multiple decades. If you're into music, that's my passion. That's what we do, guys. #1 hits, Billboard nominations, Grammy considerations, produced for some of your greatest folks that you know. Been behind the scenes for marketing, promotions, a whole 9 yards. My partner is a hip hop artist, phenomenal. Go check her out on social media, The Real Tress, THA Real Tress. Also catch her guys coming up tomorrow, which is Freestyle Friday. And you're probably like, wait a minute, Freestyle Friday, tomorrow's Thursday. Well, I got you, unless maybe you're in a different country. But look, guys, we start on Thursday night and we go into Friday morning. So it's Freestyle Friday, but it starts on Thursday. So join us about 11:45 p.m. and take you all into the morning. Come on there, sing, rap, dance, act. I talked to a lady today who was a singer, a writer. Talked to somebody who plays the guitar, who's learning, all types of stuff, guys. Had some phenomenal folks on there last week. So join us on Freestyle Friday and come do your thing. If you're a business owner, get you what we call a mini red carpet interview. That means you tell people who you are, you give us a snapshot on what you do, and promote yourself. There's no cost for that, guys. So go to WinnersAllAround.com, register for free. There are other memberships. The other memberships, of course, get you more stuff. But our goal is we'll take the first step. Well, actually, you do. Register for free. Take one of the memberships, 10, 50 bucks a month if you want. Get more stuff. Talked to a lady today. She said, $50 a month, boy, that's nothing. Yeah, well, we believe that if we give you exposure around the world, and we're creative behind the scenes on places you might not think about, we can show you that it works. Then you'll start to listen. And we can help you with all the things that if you're a musician, an artist, that the record labels did behind the scenes, with hundreds of people behind the scenes working for you to make you become a superstar. But most people can't afford and don't have the team to do that. Well, you got to have a team. So let us be one of your team members and let us work to make things happen. If you're a business owner, same thing goes for you. You got to stop, listen, pay attention, step out there. Look, you need promotions. You need marketing. You've got to understand this social media, this internet thing for real, right? Let us help you. You're busy, don't have a lot of time. Look, let's get you some exposure. Let's get creative. And let's bring that money in from your passions. Guys, some of you know me from the network marketing industry, MLM. I was going to do a topic today on that because I was blessed to make millions over there. But that's not my stuff. That's their stuff. For all my friends out there that's doing those companies, it's fantastic. You can make some extra income, meet some great people, and most importantly, learn some good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's not your passion. It's not your dream. It's not your company. Use it as a stepping stone, as a tool to get you where you want to go. And you too need marketing, promotions, advertising, and exposure. So come on, calm down, get rid of ego, humble yourself, and let us help you here at Winners All Around. Get the exposure in whatever it is you're doing that you need. We're not here to judge. If you have a dream, a passion, guys, everything you use, from the glasses to the shirts, to the chains, to your shoes, to your cars, to your house, it was somebody's idea, somebody's dream, and most people thought they were crazy. So we're not here to tell you you're crazy. We're here to help you promote and market and give you exposure on whatever you have that you believe is going to work. Let us contribute. And we can help you make some money. We all make some money, and everybody's happy. And that's why, for free, $10 a month or $50 a month, we'll take that massive first step, right? I used to own a magazine, and people would want us to come cover their events. People would want us to do write-ups and stories. And there are different types of publications. But for the most part, the ones that don't charge you for the stories they would do stories on are people that would do what? Advertise with them. Just like if you're a musician, an artist, a singer, a rapper, right? Why was your record getting played on the radio? Because you were good? Sorry. No. Because you were unique? Sorry. No. Now, you might have been good, and you might have been unique, but the reason was because behind the scenes, in this massive engine, there was something called payola. There was something called, okay, play our record, and we'll pay for your wedding. Play our record, and we'll send you to see Janet Jackson. Play our record, and we will take care of you, and we'll advertise, and we'll put money into your station. And there are thousands of stations around the world. Think about that. A record starts to play in rotation. I'm not talking about you get one spin because you're some local artist and they act like they're doing you a favor. No, you go into rotation, meaning every couple hours, your song is going to play. It wasn't a mistake. It didn't just happen. There was this whole big engine, Tori, that was working behind the scenes to make that take place. A team of hundreds, if not thousands of people to make you and turn you into a superstar. That's what was happening. If you're a business owner, right? Selling products and services, the connections that you make, the people that you meet, right? You go from one connection to another connection to another connection, and somebody says, I know that guy. I'm going to his store. I'm going to hire him to do something for me. Tell somebody else, who tell somebody else, right? And then you get a little exposure. And then you spend a little bit of money. We got some of our clients to do it right now, big clients that can afford 5, 10, 15, 20,000 a month for marketing, promotions. Actually more than that because that's the cost just to guide them through it. But guys, they do it. They spend it. Why? Because if you're a special VIP, if you're in the places you need to be, if you're around the people you need to be, you make the contacts, you network, and then somebody knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and they cut a deal. That's right. That's why they say the biggest deals are made by billionaires where? On the golf course. You cut a deal, you begin to explode. And people say, I know him, I know her. They do good things, they do good work, but it didn't start just because you did good things and did good work. Guys, gals, if you're a business owner, if you're an artist, you need to stop. And then if you want to win, you've got to take these things into consideration. You've got to figure out how you can act like the big boys, even though you may not have got there yet. As winners all around, we want to help you get there. So humble yourself, stop fighting the powers that be, and let's work together. I don't care what you're selling. I don't care what you're doing. Now, some things we won't promote, right? But for the most part, guys, that's your passion. That's your dream. We're just there to help you to achieve it. Because one of the number one things you need to win is you got to have exposure. You must have exposure consistently, right? Look, I used to own a magazine, and people, small businesses, small artists, rappers, singers, dancers, people that were coming up, this is what they used to say to me. Malcolm, I get it. No, they didn't really get it. But I'm going to advertise. So give me a moment. I came out once a month. So I talked to them every month. And they said, give me a moment. I'm going to save up some money. And I want to do a full-blown ad. I want to do a full-blown color ad, right? And I'd love to be on the front cover, on the inside page, on the back of the magazine, all types of wish lists. But they couldn't afford those things. But that was the wrong way to think anyway. If you want to advertise in a magazine, you need to be in the magazine every time someone picks up the magazine, opens the magazine, and sees your face, sees your business, sees your release. We'll talk about that in a minute. Artists, performers, rappers and singers, bands, every time they need to see you. So the goal is not to have one magazine, one cover, one inside cover, one full page, one color. No. If you can't afford that and you understand advertising and marketing, you got to be in there every single magazine. Buy a small ad and put it in there every single time. And eventually, as you make more money and you save up like you said you were going to do, every once in a while, run the big ad. You can't go to a radio and buy one commercial to promote and market your new release. You can't go to TV and get one commercial. Look at the people who do the Super Bowl ads. That's not the first time you ever saw them. You've seen them for years. You've seen hundreds and thousands of their commercials until it got to the Super Bowl. Look, guys, if you want to win, you got to stop. And you got to do things like the people who you see are winning are doing. You can't fight the powers that be. Now, I'm not saying you can't be creative, and figure out something that's never been done before, Paul, and then do it yourself and win. That's not what I'm talking about. But no one's ever succeeded without consistency, and without commitment, and doing things over time. If you're a recording artist, it takes 10 to 15 years for an overnight success. It's not just your talent. It's not just because you're gifted. There's a whole lot more that goes into this for you to win. Now, here's what I found. In years of working with small businesses and medium-sized businesses, and even some big businesses that got lucky, and working with recording artists, singers, actors, rappers, dancers, I went to performing arts school. They would make the mistake of how they really thought the industry worked. But because music's my passion, because I have been a drummer, a percussionist, I understood that aspect. I've been in bands. I've even sang and rapped in bands, but you don't want to hear me sing. Look, guys, I've been a promoter. I've been on the other side of the pen as a publisher. I've been a producer, a writer, a mixer. I've been the record label. I've been the manager. I've handled street teams, right? All of these different things. So from the artist to the record label, to the radio station I've been, to the television station I've been, so I invested in those as well. Guys, I've seen it from all different angles. Everybody has an agenda, and it's usually different. But that's not the point. The point is, you need to learn from all of those different angles and put yourself out there with all those things in mind, Mike. Look, if you're a recording artist, look at the way the music is today. You do some songs, put it on Spotify, Apple Music, and what happens? It sits there. You know why? Because no one knows you. No one knew you were coming. You're in a sea of 100 billion people that figured out they can do the same thing. You didn't do any marketing, no advertising, no promotions. You said, no, Doc, look, I posted it. Where? On your page? Okay, but Doc, I got 5,000 followers. Yeah, but only 6 of them are seeing it. Really? Yeah. That's like when people go to YouTube. When we just launched another YouTube channel. And people say, hey, man, I saw you had 6 views. Yeah, but you didn't know that on Facebook it had 100. On that Facebook it had 60. On the other Facebook it had 300. On that YouTube it had 10. On the other YouTube it had 25. On the other YouTube it had 100. The other one had 1,000. The IG was the same way. Threads was the same way. TikTok was the same way. You ain't know none of that because you saw what you thought that it was. And that's what the big business industry wants you to think. The perception you have of becoming a winner is through the eyes of the people who watch winners. It's not through the eyes, I'm gonna stop for this one, of the people behind the scenes that make the winners. That's where business comes in. That's where understanding comes in. That's where wisdom comes in. Parker, it takes time. So what we do is say, look, you're focused on being a rapper. Okay, join us on Freestyle Friday and come do a freestyle. We're not gonna charge you. You're focused on being a singer. Come on Freestyle Friday. Sing some bars. We're not gonna charge you. You're an actor. You're a dancer. We're not gonna charge you. You're a business owner. You're starting a business. You're a network marketer. You got a great idea. Come on. Tell us. Tell the world about us. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you're doing. We're not going to charge you. Right? You got to stop. Take the time. Every day now, people call and people text and people message. A lot of people message me, but they don't pick up the phone. They don't ask the right questions. If you don't know, then you probably can't ask the right questions. I talked to a woman today. She sent me a text. I couldn't quite understand the text. It didn't really say anything. I had a song, which wasn't really her song, but a text that said a name. No, it said an email and a phone number. But she took the step, sweet tea, that many people won't take. But I took the different step as someone who's made millions, of someone who's got millions of sales, someone who's been in the music industry, the entertainment industry, the publishing world, the streaming world, the tech world, the business world. I took the extra step. I saw it on the message. I didn't understand what she was saying. She didn't really say anything. But I picked up the phone and I called because she did take the first step. Hold on. Oh, why does it do that? She did take the first step. She gave me her information. But I took the major step. I called her. Oh, why does this do this? Sorry, guys. After I want to hear a certain amount of time, for some reason, this phone always does this on the treadmill. I called. That's right. And we had a conversation. At the end of the conversation, she said, wow, this is great. I'm going to get the top tier membership. I understand that's peanuts to what you got to do in this industry. And I would love to join you. I'm a singer. I sing from the heart. Great. On Friday. And talk to people and talk to a team and show some of my skills. Fantastic. Come do your thing. It's laid back, no judgments. And that's just the first step. Look, guys, it took for her to see some information and reach out in some way, shape, or form. And it took for me to contact her, to tighten up what she was trying to say, what she was trying to get across, so that both people can win. See, it takes a team. Together, each achieves more. You can't do it by yourself. Somebody might have an idea that you thought about and then you forgot about it. Or maybe you never thought about it at all. Or maybe you didn't have time to do it. Whatever the case may be, you need a team. We want to be part of your team. We'll help you take that first step. Look, the first step, at least, if you have no money, is free. If you can't afford a free step, I don't know what to tell you. That just means probably not trying to win. It was free. Now, if you want to get 1 million streams and make $2,000, like, Doc, what do you mean? $2,000. What, did you do the math? Did you find out what 1 million streams get you? Oh, you didn't. Did your team? Oh, they didn't. Oh, you have no clue. Okay. Well, now you know. If you're lucky, 2,000, 1 million streams. Sorry, my glasses messed up. Might get you $2,000 to $4,000 if you're lucky. Yes, that's what I said. But you're not even gonna get that if you don't do marketing, promotion, advertising. If someone doesn't know that you're thinking about putting out a record, if somebody doesn't know that you're thinking about opening a business, if somebody doesn't know that you went to the studio, that you shot a video, if they don't know that you broke ground, that you got the loan, that you're working on a new business, I'm gonna take these off. If they don't know that, then how in the world are they supposed to come buy your product or service or walk into your store when you open up the doors? Or when you put something on Spotify or Apple Music, what makes you think they're going to want to pay to download it? Because it's free. It's little or nothing. It's only a couple cents, a dollar. But they don't know you. You didn't lead up to it. You weren't like Doja Cat. You didn't lead up to it. You didn't do the promotions and the marketing. You didn't drip on people over and over and over again so they got tired of you, and you still dripped on them over and over and over again. And then they knew you, they liked you, they didn't know why. Because you had embedded yourself into their subconscious. And then, when you had more promotions going on, you had a grand opening of your establishment, and you had marketing leading up to that, and you had a video that dropped, and all of a sudden people saw you in some performances. Then their brain connected the dots, crossed the T's, and they went and found your song and downloaded it because they thought they liked it and heard of you for the first time. But really, because you dripped in their brain for months and months, if not years and years prior to that. Same thing when you open up your store. Same thing when you open up your business. When you see a major corporation building a huge building, what does it say before they ever break ground? On the sign on the empty lot, there is a picture of what's to be that says coming soon. And before that picture went up, they were in the field. They were marketing. They were letting people know who they are and what they do if you didn't know them already for something else. And by the time that business opens up and the landscaping is finished and you see the first car pull into the roundabout and walk into this new glass building, they were already embedded and dripped into your mind. And that's why they win. That's why they succeed. If you make a cake and it calls for flour and you leave out the flour, you will not have the perfect cake. You may not even get a cake. That is the same reason that a lot of businesses, recording artists, are never heard of and never heard from and never blow up. Even though you may have a great product or service, even though you may be smart, even though you may be talented, even though you may have the best record that's never been heard, because you did not use all the ingredients needed for you to win and get that proper cake. So all we're saying here, and winners all around, is we want you to stop and win now. Look, we're here to help you. Go to WinnersAllAround.com. If you're flat broke, register for free. Get the $10 a month membership, the $50 a month membership. If you can, you'll read what it says. I talked to a woman today. I said, look, and as a member, if you refer other members, other producers you have, other writers, other people you collaborate with, if they get a membership, you can get some money. She said, oh, I can do that. Of course you can. We're not telling you to go out and recruit the world and sign up people. This isn't supposed to be your passion. It's supposed to be an extra thing on the side. While you're sitting in the studio and you tell the engineer, hey, you're doing a great job. Contact these people. They'd love to do an interview on you. And when he gets it, you get a check. If you're at a show, at an event, man, you do these shows all the time. You should contact these people. Have Winners All Around, WAA Network come out next time and cover your event. And when they do, and they like it, and they get it, you get a check. Come on, guys. That is how big boys win. I made my biggest deals on the golf courses. I don't even play golf. I made them in clubs and nightclubs because I'm in the music and entertainment industry. I made them at red carpet days. I cut the deal. You hear it in the movies. People say to me, listen, Malcolm, we can do that. Sounds great. On Monday, have your people get a hold of my people, and my people get a hold of your people, and the deal's done. That took us 1 minute in a nightclub, 1 minute on the golf course, 1 minute on a flight, 1 minute at a show to cut the deal. And then we went back to having fun. Then we went back to living. Then we went back to enjoying ourselves. Then we went back to playing golf, even if you can't play. The deal was done. And the people who handled all that paperwork, those hundreds and thousands of people I talked about before, on Monday, they went along and dotted the I's and crossed the T's and put the deal in motion. But the deal was made on the dance floor, at the nightclub, on the golf course, at the show, on a trip, on a vacation, and many other places we won't talk about. Look, if you want to win, you got to stop. And you got to do what winners do. You got to do today what others won't, so you can have tomorrow what others don't. Go to YouTube and subscribe at Winners All Around. It doesn't cost you anything. It takes you 10 seconds. Look at some of the shows. Join us on Friday for Dads Deserve Justice. If you're a father, you're about to be a father, if you're a mother who doesn't alienate the kids, or you weaponize the system, we want to help you too. Check out the shows. There's a bunch of shows on there. Join us on this Friday, or Thursday night, Friday morning. Freestyle Fridays, and come do your thing. Get your little mini red carpet interview if you're a business owner. Go to YouTube. We just finished another interview with a young lady, CEO, doing big things. Look, guys, you're going to have to do what others don't do if you want to win. Don't compare yourself to the people who are not winning. Do what the winners do. Also, guys, tell somebody about it. Please like this. Share this with any business owners or any artists that you know. And don't worry, there could be something in it for you. And by the way, if you like what you heard today, contact me directly if you're in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., do it anyway. But if you're in the U.S., I got $100 gift card for you because you was on here today. Hey, get with me. My name is Dr. Malcolm D. Alexander. I'm the visionary of Winners All Around. Come join us on Friday and meet founder, The Real Tress, THAREAL, Tress, TRESS. Find her on social media that way. Go to the website, winnersallaround.com, and you can see the flyers and different things of where we're going to be, what we're doing. If you got an event, you're a business owner, let us know. We want to interview you. If you're an artist, we want to interview you. We want to help you with branding and cover your events and all that other type of good stuff. Again, guys, I appreciate you jumping on. This is Malcolm D. Alexander, Doctor, the Treadmill Wealth Coach, and I just had to get this off my chest because it's time for you guys to win. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Pick my glasses back up. TikTok, it's been a blast. Facebook, thanks. Thanks to StreamYard, YouTube, IG, Threads, and all the rest of them. We'll see you soon.